Hi there and welcome to the 133rd live Q&A session, and this session is powered by Lenovo Vibe. And you guys can ask me tech related questions, and to post your questions you have to actually post them on Twitter, and you have to use the hashtag that is known as askgeekyranjit. And already I can see a lot of questions, so let's take them up. And before we start taking them up, let me check the audio, guys. It's working. So let's start this. And I got this first question from GIT. He is asking about, he says his Audio Technica CLR 100 is broken. These are earphones. Any other earpiece you suggest? Price not an issue. GIT, as you're telling, price is not an issue for you. I would suggest this Mi In-Ear Pro ones. I think so. These cost 1500 rupees, around 1500 rupees. And I would say these are better than the CLR 100. And also in terms of build quality, they are better. And these one also have a microphone. So if you have a budget of about 1500 rupees, you can go with this Mi In-Ear Pro. I've already posted a review on my YouTube channel, so you can check out that for more info. Let's move to the next one. And this is a question that we got from Mr. Saurav. 1 second, guys. And he is asking which mobile will be the best under rupees 20,000 rupees. He says camera, sound quality and screen are his highest priority. Sort of I would have recommended you the Lenovo Vibe X3 because in terms of sound, I feel it has the best sound output, and also the screen quality is really good. It has that NTSC 100% gamut. But in terms of camera performance, it's not that great, I would say. Sort of, we know that the OnePlus 3 might be coming out very soon. Sometime in June, there is an announcement. So hopefully it'll come out. I doubt it'll be around 20,000. But surely it should be below 25,000 because I'm sure OnePlus team would like to one up Mi 5, and the Mi 5 is at 25,000. So I feel it'll be priced below 25,000. So if you can wait for some time, you can have a look at the OnePlus 3 that might be coming. Under 20,000 as of now, I would say in terms of camera, strangely the Moto G4 Plus would be my pick. It's for 15,000. But in terms of sound quality, the sound quality is sort of average in my opinion. And also with the extended gaming, it heats up quite a bit. So if you can compromise a little bit on sound quality, then the Moto G4 Plus might be the best bet. Under 25,000, this is for 15,000. But if you can wait, the OnePlus 3 is supposed to launch sometime in June. Let's move to the next one. This is by Ahmad, and only guys, I'll be taking one question per user. This is by Ahmad. He says, is the S6 worth buying now? He says, is the battery life improved with Android M update? If it's not improved, suggest me a phone under rupees $400. The battery life has actually improved on the Galaxy S6 with Android Marshmallow update. I don't have it, but a lot of users have actually mentioned about that. The battery life has improved with the S6. So if you really like the S6, you can go with the S6. But again, the battery life won't be terrific like the S7 or something, but it should give you about 4 odd hours of screen on time in my frank opinion. Let's now move to other questions. This is by Aditya. He's asking, he says, is it worth to buy the Redmi Note 3 instead of buying the Moto G4 Plus? I think so. You're referring. He says camera, except the camera performance. Yes, I feel the Redmi Note 3 is an excellent phone. This is the Redmi Note 3, and yeah, as you can see, it's still a very good phone. Yes, in camera department, I feel the Moto G4 goes ahead. But if camera is not your highest priority, you can go with the Redmi Note 3. But one con that I'm noticing with Redmi Note 3, and a lot of other users also have reported, is that in many of the very heavy games, it is exhibiting some lag. Even when I did test the gaming performance with the Redmi Note 3 with some heavy games, particularly with Asphalt 8 and in Nova 3, I did notice some lag. So if you're a heavy gamer and very picky about games, then you will notice some lag with the heavy games. So you have to be aware of that. Let's move. This is an interesting question again regarding Redmi Note 3. Let's check that, but let me check the audio first. Okay, it's working. That's nice. This is by AV. He's asking, Redmi Note 3 lags in heavy games. Will it be solved by optimization? As I just mentioned, yes, the Redmi Note 3 does exhibit a little bit of lag with the heavy games. I'm not sure if that'll be solved with the update or not. My Redmi Note 3 also got some updates, but frankly, I haven't tested it with gaming after that update. So I'm not sure if the lagging in games can be completely solved. Let's move. This is by Deepak. He's asking, he says he has booked the LeEco LE1S, but concerned about heating issues. Deepak, the LE1 Eco heats a bit less compared to the regular, LE1S, due to the fact that the processor is now underclocked to 1.8 GHz. So it does not exhibit that much heating like the regular LE1S. But the LE2 is expected to launch very soon. There is an event in India on 7th or 8th. I don't recall. So if you can wait till that time, I would suggest wait and look at the LE2. Let's see what LeEco does regarding the pricing for that one. Let's know. Naveen is asking about Samsung series devices. I didn't even have a look at that, so can't comment about it. Let's move. This is by Gurpreet Singh. He's asking a very interesting question. He says, which one would you prefer? I think so. He's redirecting it to me. He says, Galaxy Note 4 or the Galaxy S6. He says battery life is not a priority. Gurpreet, that's very interesting. Personally, if it's for me, I would go with the Note 4, though the Note 4 is not sort of an old device, because of the simple fact that it has the S Pen. I actually like the S Pen, and whenever I use the Note devices, I actually use the S Pen. So decide if you would like to, will you be using the S Pen? Ask that question. If not, then you can go with the Galaxy S6, because as you have told, battery life is not your priority. I feel the camera is better on the Galaxy S6. Let's move. This is by Mohammad Imran. He's asking, does you smartphone has stopped coming with CyanogenMod? He means, actually the CyanogenMod licensing with the U devices have been stopped. So I don't think so you'll be seeing more of Cyanogen devices by you. Some of you are asking me about Zenfone 3 and LE2 Pro. Guys, I don't have those handsets, so I simply cannot comment about their performance or their camera performance. I simply don't like to comment about products just by seeing the specs. I feel it's stupid to just comment about products by seeing the specs, because the actual reality always is very much different. So just stay tuned. I will try to review one of the Zenphones when it launches in India. And I'm looking forward to the LeEco LE2. Don't know about the Pro version, but definitely would try to review the regular LE2 version. This is by Vaishtal Nagal. He's asking, as a new YouTube phone reviewer, tell me some tips on how to procure and dispose your review units. You should actually watch one of my weekly talks that I did about 3-4 weeks ago, where I actually talk about review units, how it works or not, and why you might not get a review unit if you just started your channel. Just watch that video, search on my YouTube channel. Just 3-4 weeks ago I posted on the weekly talks. There I have posted, it's a 12-minute video where I posted everything about the review units. And just recently, past 1.5 years or so, I have started now getting some review unit, good amount of review units, but still I end up purchasing some of the products. Let's move to the next one. This is an interesting question. This is by Mr. Supreet Sharma. He's asking your thoughts on the U Unicorn. Do you think about the Snapdragon 650 would have justified the pricing? I don't want to comment about that product. Again, I don't like to comment about products unless I've tested, and I have no plans to review the Unicorn. But currently with the, what do you say, MediaTek P10, I don't think so that's going to be a very powerful device, because the MediaTek P10 is on this Meizu M3 Note, and I've tested this device, and it's simply not a powerful chipset. Even if you saw the gaming review, it lags like crazy in most of the games. So yeah, if it would have come with the Snapdragon 650 SoC, it would have been a lot better in my frank opinion. Let's move. This is by Vignesh. He's asking Lenovo ZUK Z1 or the Moto G4 Plus. He says my priority is gaming and battery and overall performance. Vignesh, as you have told that battery life is also important to you, I would say go with the ZUK Z1, because the battery life on the ZUK Z1 is definitely more than the Moto G4 Plus. And also in gaming, if you saw my gaming review with the ZUK Z1, it played all the heavy games without an issue, apart from one game which was not compatible, that was Dungeon Hunter. So I still feel the ZUK Z1 is a good handset, and also it does not heat up like crazy like the Moto G4 Plus does heat up quite a bit with gaming. So for gaming, my pick would be the ZUK Z1. Let's move. Let's move. Anish Arora, he's asking a very interesting question. He says, old flagship one generation old or the best mid-rangers? I would say I would prefer old flagship that's a 1 year old rather than the best mid-rangers. For example, if you can get a good deal on the Galaxy S6, I feel the Galaxy S6 is still a very good phone. But yeah, definitely a mid-ranger would be priced a lot less compared to even a 1 year old generation flagship device. Let's move. This is by Pinkesh Chain. He's said that he used the ZUK Z1. After 2 days of usage, the screen froze and the screen was turning off automatically. Should I opt for replacement? Looks like a hardware issue, so just ask for a replacement, because it's Amazon. They should do the same. So let's move to the next one, and I'm just going to take one question per user, this guy. So I want to give everybody a chance. So multiple questions, I'll just skip it. This is by Shubhot Mitra. He's asking, will the Snapdragon 801 chipset be compatible with future games, since it's not compatible with Dungeon Hunter? Yes, with Dungeon Hunter, sadly, it's not compatible. But if you notice, many of the other heavy games actually ran fine with the ZUK Z1, and there was no lag. For example, no lag on Noah 3, Asphalt 8, etc. So I simply can't say anything about future upcoming games. I have no idea. But as of now, most of the flagship games are compatible with the Snapdragon 801 chipset, barring a few like Dungeon Hunter, which I was not running properly. This is an interesting question. This is by Harshas. Sorry. He's asking, which is the best device for gaming, J7 2016 or the G4 Plus? And are you going to review the HTC 10? I have no plans to review the HTC 10, guys. If HTC India doesn't care for YouTubers, why the hell should I? I have purchased every HTC device till date, and I've covered a lot of their handsets. For example, the last year M9, M8 also I purchased, M7. I covered a lot of HTC devices, but they didn't even bother to invite me at their event. So if HTC India doesn't care for YouTubers like me, and even Ash they didn't invite, so why the hell should I care for HTC? Enough is enough. So I'm not going to review the HTC 10. Anyways, between the Galaxy J7 2016 or the G4 Plus, just for gaming, I would say the Galaxy J7 2016 might be a better pick, because the Galaxy J7 2016 edition simply does not heat up like the G4 Plus. The G4 heats up, G4 Plus, Moto G4 Plus heats up like crazy with extended gaming. That was not the case with the Galaxy J7 2016 edition. And the J7, I've already posted the review for the J7 2016 edition, and didn't even lag with Asphalt 8 and Nova 3. So this is by Akshay. He's asking, which upcoming releases are you excited about? I'm excited about the OnePlus 3 because we are seeing a lot of rumors floating around. Might have 4 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes of RAM. Apart from that, there are some rumors that they'll also have that new technology, super fast charging, where you can charge it in just 15 minutes. So hope those are like some of those things are true. So I'm looking forward to OnePlus 3 as of now. So let's see. Let's move. Keith is asking me about which color looks good on the Redmi Note 3, gold or silver. Color is always a preference, I would say. The silver looks a little bit more sober. I would say this is the gold one. I gave the dark gray one to my dad. The dark gray one also looks actually a little bit sober. So it depends upon your personality, I would say. But I'm okay with this gold one also on the Redmi Note 3. Let's move. Boni is asking about best phone under rupees 15,000. He says he likes stock Android. He needs fast updates and lag free. Boni, as of now, I think so, based on your requirements that you want stock Android, fast updates, then the only choice that you have, decent choice you have that as of now is the Moto G4 Plus. But again, if you're sort of a heavy gamer, the phone tends to heat quite a bit. Again, I have already posted my review for this Moto G4 Plus. You can check out that for details. This is by VC Karthik. This is an interesting question. I'll take this up. He says, he's asking, how is the after sales service of Chinese phones like Xiaomi or OnePlus One? I haven't used the OnePlus One service center, so I can't comment about it. For Xiaomi, you'll get very mixed results, I would say. You'll have good experience if you go to exclusive Xiaomi service centers. That means those service centers are exclusively for Xiaomi and maintained by Xiaomi. These are only in big cities. There you'll have a good experience. But if you go for the generic service centers that handle multiple OEMs like n number of devices, there you'll have a pathetic experience, I would say. So just for Xiaomi, if you're opting, use their dedicated service center. But the sad thing is that their dedicated service centers are only in top cities, not in every city. Let's move. This is an interesting question. This is by Mridul Batra. He's telling, Samsung J7 2016 is not available in showroom. Showroom dealer says the software issue. What is the issue? Rubbish. It's an online exclusive device. It's available on Flipkart. The J5 Samsung introduced it in the offline market because the J5 is actually not selling that much online. So if you want to buy the J7 2016 edition, you have to buy it online via Flipkart. So let's move. Let me just quickly, guys, refresh the questions. Give me a second. And guys, again, we have hit a record thanks to you. I just noticed that we have crossed 1,105 live users. So that's again a big record, guys. Big thumbs up to all of you for that. And thanks for making it happen. Last week also we crossed the 1,000 live users. Now it's 1,117. Wow. So let me just quickly check the audio, guys. It's working fine. And let me actually bring up the poll that Lenovo have for you guys. This is the poll, and it is, if you have tried the VR like Theater Max, what according to you is the most useful case scenario? Watching movies, experiencing 360 degrees videos, gaming, or watching cricket matches? Very interesting poll. So you can give your feedback, and you can also use the hashtag that is known as Tell Lenovo. I've just made the poll live on Twitter, so you can check that out. So let's quickly just move back to the questions now, guys. Okay, I'm getting this similar question from n number of users, so I'll just take this. This is from Pratik. He is asking, Lenovo ZUK Z1 or Moto G4 Plus, or he says his priority is gaming and camera, or should I go with the Redmi Note 3? Let me check the audio, guys. Yeah. I would say, as you have told, that your priority is, if your highest priority is camera, again, the problem, Pratik, is that none of the phone excels in everything. These three devices, for example, let's first talk about gaming. I feel just for gaming between the ZUK1 and the Moto G4, I would go with the ZUK Z1 for the simple fact that it does not heat up like crazy like the Moto G4 Plus does in gaming. But in camera, I feel the rear facing camera for static pictures is better on the Moto G4 Plus. Also the front, but when we move to the front facing camera, the front facing camera is actually way better on the ZUK Z1. And also in terms of video recording, I feel the ZUK Z1 does better. So again, you have to pick, I would say. Again, I have already posted reviews for both these devices, so check that and decide, I would say. Redmi Note 3 has the weakest camera among three of these, I would say. This is Hukesh is asking me, do you have any plans to review the Mi drone? Sorry, dude, I won't be able to do that. And actually in our state, that is Telangana, the drones are banned. You have to take a permission from the government to do that legally. So doubt I'll be able to test the drones. Sarang is asking about, are you excited about the next bit, Robin? Waiting your hands on review. I don't do hands-on review, but yeah, I'll try to review it. It has that cloud storage feature. I don't know how well it'll work in India because we have expensive mobile plans, but yeah, let's see. I'll try to actually post the unboxing video in the next couple of days. This is by China Dural. He's asking, will I do a full review of the Samsung Galaxy J7 2016 edition? Yes, I'll be posting the review, but it'll take about after about 15th of June or something, because I'm traveling next week, and next week live Q&A because I'm traveling overseas. Let's move to this is a very interesting question. Let's just take this. Many people have a misconception about it. And Mr. Pawan is asking about Mi 5 Pro. I haven't tested it, so I just can't comment about it. This is by, what is this? This is by Mayur Pratesh. He's asking, I want to buy the Lenovo ZUK Z1, but it does not have an IR blaster. Is there any external IR blaster for Android? I doubt there is an external Android IR blaster functionality for Android, because for IR blaster, it needs to have the hardware inside the device, I would say. Again, I have already spoken about the Unicorn. Again, Helio P10 is simply not a powerful device, so can't comment about it. Yes. I feel like, I don't know, P10 is simply not that great. The Helios X10 is a much more powerful chipset than the P10. One second, guys, let me refresh the questions. This is a computer related question. Okay, let's take this question because people don't realize that the J7 has a lot of missing sensors. This is by Hookie. She's asking, how is the J7 2016 missing sensors? I would say the big problem with the Galaxy J7 is that it does not even have basic sensors. No auto brightness, no haptic feedback. What do you say? Then no compass sensors, no gyroscope sensors. So I feel like Samsung has really skimmed on sensors. Even a Xiaomi device that costs 6,000 rupees has all these sensors. So it won't be great for GPS navigation. You can't use it for VR. Also, no auto brightness means you have to constantly keep on fiddling around with the auto brightness. So that is one of the main reasons that I am very hesitant to recommend the Galaxy J7 2016 edition, because the chipset that the Samsung has used, the Exynos new chipset, is good. but simple basic sensors are also missing on that device. So if you're okay with that, yeah, you can go with it. The battery life is good. The performance of the device, general performance is decent on the J7 2016 edition. This is by Vishnu. He says, how is the battery life on the Asus Zenfone Max? I'm still testing the Zenfone Max, and yes, the battery life is crazy good on it. Easily should last for about 2 days, I would say. And he says, my thoughts on upgrading from the Moto G3 to the Moto G4 Plus. I would say the immediate thing that you'll notice is that the screen quality is really good on the G4 Plus. The screen quality on the Moto G3 was just average, and also the camera performance has improved quite a bit, and we have that fingerprint scanner now on the G4 Plus. So I would say it's sort of a upgrade, yes, technically, but it heats up a lot more than the G3. And also in terms of in-hand feel, I felt that the Moto G3 was more comfortable due to that rounded back, whereas the back is actually really flat on this Moto G4 Plus. I don't like it. So yes, technically it's an upgrade, but if you are a very heavy gamer, then I would not recommend the G4 Plus due to its heating issues. Let's quickly move. And this is by Karthik. Some of you are asking me about Android updates for specific device. For example, Puran is asking about when will the Android Marshmallow 6 come on Redmi Note 3. Please redirect this question to Xiaomi. They don't reply to even to me, so maybe you'll have a luck. Anyways, this is by Karthik. He says, I'm going to US within 5 years. Okay, so which Apple computer should I buy in India? Mac Mini or MacBook? My budget is 50,000. Dude, 5 years is a long time. So decide what you want. You want a portable computer? Then go with the MacBook. But if you need a static machine like a desktop, then you can go with the Mac Mini. Satish is asking about the ZUK Z2 that was just recently launched in China. He says, considering the ZUK Z2 launch price of 19,000 rupees, it's for 1800 yuan. Yeah, that's around 18,500 in China. Will it soon be available in India? I'm not sure if Lenovo would launch that device in India, because even the ZUK Z1 that we just recently got, that was launched actually 8 months ago in China. So I'm not sure if they will bring the Z2 immediately to India, but I hope they do, because it will be a great competitor, I would say, to a lot of handsets, and if they can price it below 20,000. This is by Milton Raj. He's asking, when can we buy the Jio SIM without the live phone? I'm not sure about it, when they will start selling just the SIM card, but as of now, if you want the Jio SIM, you have to buy these live handsets. And this is the live handset. This is the Flame one, and I have the Reliance Jio SIM on this one, and it's on LTE 4G. And the biggest thing, handset is crap. Let's get that out of the way. It's a basic handset running Snapdragon 200 chipset. But as of now, for the next 3 months, if you buy the device, data is completely free. That means you can use 4G how much you want. Even STD calls or voice calls are free. So I made tons and tons of calls and even used 4G. But the sad thing is, currently it's just working with this handset. I tried it on another handset and it simply did not work properly. So yeah, the handset is crap, but I'm using it like a Wi-Fi hotspot. So wherever I'm going, I just keep this in my bag with the Wi-Fi hotspot on, and I have free internet sort of for at least for the next 3 months. And regarding speeds, I know I'll get that question. In my office area, it's at the 5th floor. I'm getting about 35 megabits in Hyderabad. But if I go to the first floor down, it's dropping down to about 10 megabit. And in interior areas, it's dropping to about 3 megabit. So the speed is winning a lot. Let's move. Let me check the audio, guys. Always scared about audio. Okay, that's working. Kritesh is asking, Please suggest me a smartphone under rupees 25,000 for my grandfather. Priority, battery life, and dual SIM support. Why do you even want to go to 25k? I would say you can have a look at Redmi Note 3. It is a dual SIM device. It has great battery life. If you want slightly better camera, then I would suggest the Lenovo ZUK Z1. That's for 13,500. Again, dual SIM device. Battery life is also good, and camera is also sort of decent on this one. Let's move. This is by Sahil. He is asking which is a good phone, Nexus 6P or the Galaxy S6 Edge. He says priority is camera and performance. Okay, between the Nexus 6P and what do you say, Galaxy S6 Edge, definitely I would give the vote to the Nexus 6P. The Nexus 6P has a better camera compared to the Galaxy S6 Edge. The S7 camera is better than the S6 Edge. So in camera and even in performance, I would say in both these criteria, I would give the vote to the Nexus 6P. But again, Nexus 6P is sort of a big device. So just check that device in a store. Pick it up, use it for 2 minutes and see if you are okay with the size. If you are okay with the size, I would suggest the Nexus 6P over the S6 Edge. Also in terms of battery life, I would say the Nexus 6P is better. This is a very tricky question. This is by Harsh. He's asking, can you suggest me between the Nexus 5X or the Moto G4 Plus? Hardly play any games. Harsh, this might come as a surprise, but I would recommend the Moto G4 Plus over the Nexus 5X. Nexus 5X just looks and feels like a very cheap phone. And even the biggest problem that I have is screen quality is not that good. And also it feels really bad. Yes, you won't get the updates as fast as the Nexus device. But again, being a Motorola device, even the update should come fine on this, Moto G4 Plus. So I would go with the Moto G4 Plus. And also in battery life, the Moto G4 Plus goes slightly ahead compared to the Nexus 5X. Again, you can check out my Nexus 5X review for details. And guys, let me quickly just refresh. Anurag is asking which is the best phone under rupees 30,000. He says my preference is music and gaming. Under 30,000, just check what is the price of the LG G4. It was, yeah, I know it's last year model, but the camera was really good on that. Gaming, it should do fine. Battery life is sort of very average on the G4, but I feel for camera that would be good. Again, if you can wait, the OnePlus 3 would be launching sometime in June or whatever. Let's see if OnePlus improves the camera, because I feel the camera is not the strength for OnePlus. OnePlus 2 camera was sort of average, but let's see what they do with OnePlus 3. And definitely it will be priced below 30,000. This is by TechSpot. He is asking, he says, my friend has a budget of 25,000. Should he go for the Mi 5 or the Galaxy A7 or any other device under 25,000? Mi 5, if you have watched my review of the Mi 5, I really like the Mi 5, but I simply cannot recommend it as of now because I had tons and tons of network issues, and also on mobile data, the battery life is sort of subpar. I could get just around 2.5 hours of screen on time on mobile data, but on Wi-Fi it was almost close to 5 hours. So I feel as of now the phone has some issues, so I would not recommend the Mi 5. Maybe Xiaomi can fix it with software updates. After June 15th, I'll try to give another shot to this Mi 5, but as of now, I won't recommend the Mi 5. Also, the Galaxy A7 is simply not a worthy device. You can watch my review, full in-depth review for the Galaxy A7 2016 edition. I feel it's just overpriced for what you are getting, the Galaxy A7 2016 edition. This is by Sukanta Mukherjee. He's talking about, I'm facing issues with the calls on the Redmi Note 3. He says, other party often can't hear me after 10 minutes. I'm using Airtel 4G. I didn't have a problem. I also tested the Redmi Note 3 with Airtel 4G, and in fact my father is also using the Redmi Note 3 as his primary phone for last 45 days with Airtel 4G, and he does not have an issue. So just get your handset checked, in my opinion. Okay, let me quickly refresh. Some users have reported about ghost touches on the Moto G4 Plus. I actually didn't face that issue on this unit myself. But Ash also once he encountered it. So I'm not very sure if this issue is very common, I would say. Some of you are asking me about Fitbit Blaze review. Sorry guys, I don't think so the review will be up. The Fitbit was giving me allergies, so I've given it to my wife, so it'll take some time, okay, at least about 3 weeks for the review. Let me quickly just refresh. Okay, this is by Chirag. He's asking about ZUK Z1 or the OnePlus X, which one is better? Again, I would say the Lenovo ZUK Z1 would be my simple pick, because the camera is better on the ZUK Z1. Battery life is way better on the ZUK Z1. The battery life is simply not that good on the OnePlus X. So I would go, and also the ZUK Z1 has that massive 64 gigabytes of internal storage and optical image stabilization. So if I were to pick one, I would pick the ZUK Z1. So guys, it's been over 30 minutes now, so I will be ending this live Q&A session. And next week, there won't be any live Q&A session because I'm traveling. So again, stay tuned to Twitter and follow me on Twitter at Geekyranjit. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.